Romeo here is in a committed relationship. So why is he thinking about dating or downloading a dating app?
Yeah. So I found myself like lately not having any friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's because like we have the North Fair, like the state fair, is here, and so I think like I see a lot of people that I used to go to high school with, like on social media, post like that they're going out and things like that. But because I went to school in another state, I lost connection with them. Like I didn't keep up with them for the last 4 years, and like it was like anytime that I would come home for the summer, I would just work, so I didn't have much time to hang out with them. So I think I lost connection with them, and then I think I got this job, but like I see the same 5 people all the time here, like it's the same studio. There's not that many people here where I can like mingle with people and things like that.
And you just get super tired of seeing the same people every day, don't you?
Well, I feel like it also
I had enough of us.
I think also with the pandemic, probably a lot of people are in the same situation as you because either they're working from home or there's limited capacity at the office. So you just don't have as much engagement.
Right.
Day in and day out, looking at the same face, the same eyes, the same hair,
Same voices.
the same no makeup on that face every day for 10 years. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Wait, I got something in my eye. Hold on.
So I just kind of found myself like feeling like I have no friends, and like the friends that I do have, that like they're from college, that they live in all different states. They're all like all over the place.
Because you didn't go to school here.
No, I went to school in Delaware, so I was completely like away from here, and so now I'm just like almost every weekend I'm like I want to go out, but I don't really have anybody to hang out with, and like you know what I mean, and like I feel like. And like I think, I don't know, it just makes me feel so weird. And then I started thinking, I know Bumble, the dating app, has a feature where you can like go and like match with friends. And then I started thinking, now that's just gonna be so weird though. Like imagine like meeting somebody and then having to go on a friend date. It just makes me feel uncomfortable.
It is strange for me, but my impression really is that it feels more desperate to be on a dating app looking for friends than it does somebody to date. Isn't that weird?
100%. I'm laughing because when I first got to Atlanta, same situation. I didn't know anybody. I didn't really have any family. I didn't have anybody to hang out with. And somebody gave me the idea. And I got the app, and then I put my little picture up. And then I did one swipe, and I was like, nah, fam. I can't do this. There's something weird about it.
It's a little desperate.
Yeah.
But you're how old?
I'm 24.
24 years old, and you're not into your career, but you're working a lot. All right. So, where do you go, right?
You guys, we use this show all the time for romantic relationships. We just did David's Dates with Destiny. Why can't we do Romeo's Find a Friend?
See, it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't. There's something weird about that.
Right. Like if we're setting you up on a date, then there's something cool about that.
Right.
But hey, can we find Romeo a friend? Just feels
just
like
a buddy.
I don't know, man. I mean, we could do it if he wants. I don't know.
You want to do that?
No, I listen. I don't know. I feel like a loser. I'm sorry to everybody out there. Man.
Romeo, I guarantee you there are so many other people out there going through the exact same thing right now, especially amidst the pandemic. And so I don't see it as lame or desperate I don't think anybody said those things except for me right now, but I think Romeo's Find a Friend could be beneficial for him.
I can assure you there are as many losers out there listening as there are in this studio.
Community of them waiting for you.
So I heard about this 12-year-old. They created this thing called a buddy bench, and I'm thinking that Romeo can do it to make friends. What he did was he put a bench at a park because he didn't have any friends to play with. So this buddy bench, the kid goes and sits on the bench, and then the other kids come over and say, "Hey, come play with us." Maybe he can do the adult version.
That's really cute.
I sit at a bench with a sign or something.
No,
I might as well wear the Speedo again.
Befriend me.
A sign that says "Play with me."
Please be my friend.
There's nothing desperate about that at all.
Look,
man.
I do know this. Like every time I go to the dog park, right, I'll sit on a bench, and while the dogs are playing and stuff, people will always come up to me and say, "Hey, what's going on?" And you break the ice with the dogs. So maybe you need to go to a dog park and you can borrow somebody's dog. That's kind of it's a camouflaged buddy bench, sort of. Kaylee wants in on this.
Got one of 4 dogs he could borrow. He can even have one of them, but I'd prefer.
Where do you go? Like, this has never been a problem for me because I've always had kind of a large group of friends, but I don't know if I was friendless Where
Well,
you?
I mean, I think typically you do meet people through work, but like you said, with your circumstances, and everybody's kind of in different life stages right now, which is what you do when you put a radio show together. You want people in different life stages,
Right.
So.
And I was thinking about it, and I do think it's like an effect that COVID, because I'm 24 years old, and I feel like for the last year I got robbed of that.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So like I think I don't get to hang out with people. Like my senior year of college was taken from me,
Yeah.
and I'm so upset about that.
Are
Like,
you afraid to do things alone? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you got to go to these fairs and things like that alone, and you'll meet people. Believe it or not, but that's the whole thing. Is most people don't ever want to try to go to these things alone.
I just don't know why we are dismissing Romeo's finding.
We're not. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, we are?
We'll do it tomorrow.
We're gonna
for you.
find you a buddy.
all right.
The Bert Show.